Yo, Raider Nation. What's good? It's time to dive into the hottest Las Vegas Raiders news with that silver and black fire in our hearts. Buckle up, because we've got some jaw-dropping updates that'll have you on the edge of your seat. The biggest story. Our star wide receiver Jacobe Meyers just dropped a bombshell, requesting a trade from the Raiders as contract talks hit a wall. Yeah, you heard that right. Our number one guy wants out. But hold up, the Raiders are standing firm, and this drama is heating up with the season just around the corner. Ready to unpack this wild ride? Let's roll with the latest on Meyers, the state of our offense, and what it all means for our beloved Raiders. Picture this, it's August 2025, and the Las Vegas Raiders are gearing up for a fresh start under head coach Pete Carroll. The vibe in training camp is electric. Geno Smith is slinging passes, rookie Ashton jeanty is turning heads, and all-pro tight end Brock Bowers is ready to dominate. But then, boom. News breaks on August 25th, per NFL Network's Ian Rappaport and Tom Pelissero, that Jacobe Meyers, the guy who carried our receiving core last season, wants a trade.
Why?
Contract talk stalled, and he's feeling undervalued with a $10.76 million base salary in the final year of his 3-year, $33 million deal. After a career-high 87 catches for 1,027 yards and 4 touchdowns in 2024, Meyers knows his worth, and he's not afraid to make waves. Now, let's talk about why this hits so hard. Meyers isn't just any receiver. He's the heart of our passing game, especially after Davante Adams jetted to the New York Jets last fall. The man's a former undrafted gem from NC State who's clawed his way to 393 receptions for 4,592 yards and 20 touchdowns over 91 games in his career. That's reliability, Raider Nation. The Raiders' offense is counting on him to open up the field for Bowers and keep defenses honest. Without him, we're leaning on Trey Tucker and rookie Donta Thornton Jr., guys with potential but nowhere near Meyers' proven production. Can you imagine the pressure on Geno Smith if defenses stack the box against jeanty and double-team Bowers? So, what's next? The Raiders are saying, no way, Jacoby, you're too valuable, and they're not wrong. With a retooled offense and a new coaching staff, Meyers is the glue holding this unit together. But here's the question, Raider Nation. Is Meyers serious about sitting out, or is this a leverage play to get the bag he deserves? The wide receiver market is wild. Guys like Deebo Samuel and DK Metcalf got massive deals this year, and Meyers sees his name in that conversation. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Should the Raiders pay up or stand their ground? This drama's got me hyped, but it's also got me nervous for Week 1 against the Patriots on September 7th. Alright, let's zoom out and look at the bigger picture for our Las Vegas Raiders. This trade request isn't happening in a vacuum. Our team's got some serious storylines brewing. Remember last season? We were stuck in quarterback purgatory, cycling through 3 different QBs, yet Meyers still balled out with 1,027 yards. Now, with Geno Smith under center, there's hope we can finally stretch the field. Geno's got the arm, and with Pete Carroll's play calling, we might see an offense that lives up to the "just win, baby" mantra. But here's the kicker, our offensive line is still a question mark. Posts on X have fans buzzing about how GM Tom Spytek needs to shore up the trenches to protect Geno and give Meyers room to shine. Speaking of the offense, let's give a shout-out to rookie Ashton jeanty. This kid's a beast. In the preseason, he was bulldozing defenders, including a highlight reel touchdown against the 49ers that had Raider Nation losing it. Pair him with Brock Bowers, who's already looking like a matchup nightmare, and we've got weapons galore. But without Meyers, defenses could zero in on Bowers and jeanty, leaving our young receivers like Trey Tucker and Donta Thornton Jr. to step up way too soon. Thornton's got speed, and Tucker's got grit, but are they ready to be WR1? I'm not so sure, and that's why this Meyers situation is a 5-alarm fire. Let's not forget the defense, because Raider Nation knows we're only as strong as our pass rush. Max Crosby's still out here terrorizing QBs, and Tyree Wilson's showing signs of a breakout in year 3. Coach Carroll's been hyping Wilson's speed off the edge, saying he's playing faster than ever. That's huge, especially with Meyers' trade request throwing a wrench in our offensive plans. If we're going to compete in the loaded AFC West, we need Crosby and Wilson to keep quarterbacks like Patrick Mahomes on their toes. But if our offense stalls without Meyers, even our D might not save us. What do you think? Can our defense carry us if the offense takes a hit? The clock's ticking, Raider Nation. With less than 2 weeks until we face the Patriots, this Meyers drama could set the tone for the season. Will he suit up and ball out, or will this contract standoff linger like a bad Vegas hangover? I'm betting on the Raiders finding a way to keep Meyers happy, maybe a short-term extension to bridge the gap. But if they don't, we could be looking at a rocky start. Let's keep the faith, though. This is Raider Nation, where we live for the grind and the glory. Hit that like button, drop your predictions in the comments, and let's get this video to every Raiders fan out there. Now, let's pivot to some other massive Raiders news. Our quarterback room got a shakeup with Aiden O'Connell's injury, a fractured wrist from the preseason finale against the Cardinals. Coach Carroll announced he'll be out 6 to 8 weeks, which means Geno Smith's backup situation is a hot topic. The Raiders are reportedly sniffing around for a veteran QB to fill the void, with names like Carson Wentz floating around after his move to Minnesota. This is critical because Geno's got the keys to the offense, but one bad hit could derail everything. Imagine Meyers catching dimes from a backup who's not ready. That's a nightmare we don't want. On the bright side, our rookies are stepping up. Jeanty Thornton Jr. is turning heads in camp, showing off that fourth-round speed. He's raw, but his ability to stretch the field could be a game-changer if Meyers stays. Then there's Jack Beck, another rookie who's fighting for snaps. These young guys are hungry, but they're not ready to carry the load if Meyers bolts. The Raiders front office knows this, which is why they're digging in their heels on trading him. Spytek and Carroll are building for the future, but they also want to win now. That's the Raiders' way. Never back down, always push forward. Let's talk about the vibe in Vegas. The fanbase is buzzing, and not just about Meyers. Posts on X show Raider Nation is hyped for Pete Carroll's first season, with his central theme of building a tough, disciplined culture. After years of chaos, it feels like we're finally turning a corner. But this Meyers situation could test that unity. If he holds out, it's not just about losing catches, it's about losing a leader. Meyers is a pro's pro, the guy who never dropped a pass last season despite shaky QB play. Losing him could ripple through the locker room. What's your take, Raider Nation? Is Meyers worth top-tier money, or should we roll with the young guns? As we wrap this up, let's dream big. Picture Week 1, Allegiant Stadium is rocking, Geno hits Meyers for a 50-yard bomb, and Jeanty rumbles for a score. That's the Raiders team we want to see. But to get there, we need to resolve this Meyers drama and keep our core intact. The AFC West is brutal, and we're not just fighting for wins, we're fighting for respect. So, Raider Nation, let's rally. Smash that like button, drop a comment with your boldest prediction for the season, subscribe for more Las Vegas Raiders news, and share this with every silver and black diehard you know. Just win, baby.